All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown Day 341 by my count. And we are headed into, well, we're headed on to I-5. Let's see how this goes. So what's going on? What's going down? We've got, I don't know, I'll maybe just kind of speculate a little bit here. So the Gina Carano Mandalorian cancel Disney Plus thing kind of rolls on, and I just kind of wanted to maybe have a bit of a ramble. Ooh. Oh, snap. Book him, Dano. He's gonna crack the case. I don't know where he's going. They announced today that Miss Carano would be teaming up with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. The Daily Wire, I guess a news company, I guess. I mean, isn't that what they are? But they did release a movie recently. Like, they released a movie about like school shootings or something. Like, I haven't seen it. I heard it was like okay. But you know, so Gina Carano kind of got. I mean, she got the axe from Disney, which means like. It means like a lot more than like, isn't it like Paramount? Like the whole Disney network is like a whole bunch of different organizations and different production places. So like it's not a death sentence in terms of media, but like it's a hard hit because it's not just Disney. It's not just like Disney with the little castle and the little glowing arc logo thing. It expals out, right? And then you have this other problem. And no disrespect to my former, rest in peace, Twitter friend, Mindy Robinson. She was an actress. She's a pretty girl. She was an actress in a bunch of, she's been in a bunch of like, kind of like B sort of comedies and action movies. I mean, no offense, it's a kind of like B level. And it's like the Hallmark level of production, right? And you lose something, and there have been, and Mindy was in another sort of conservative production of that Gosnell guy, that creepy like abortion doctor guy. They did like a whole thing. I think Superman was in it. Dean Cain. And then and the thing is that the movie's fine. I mean, I haven't actually watched the movie, but I watched the trailer, and I get the idea. And you get an idea of the cinematography and everything, and what it looks like. Again, no offense to anybody, like the production quality's fine for an episode of Law and Order or like a Hallmark movie. That's the level of the production, and I don't know what the solution for that is. Like Hercules did a movie called God's Not Dead. This was like a decade ago or something, and it was like kind of a weird rhetorical, it was like a weird straw man of college professors, essentially. But guys, production is hard. Like, film production gets ridiculous. That's part of why films have such a huge budget. Because you have different cameras with different lenses, and you have lighting rigs and sound rigs, and you have key grips and dolly shots and all this stuff. If you want to make Saving Private Ryan, guess what? You know what it takes? The most fake blood ever used on film. That's what it takes. Do you know how to manage the most fake blood ever used on scene, or ever used on film? Do you know where to get it? You know how to handle it, store it, what to do with it on scene. Like, how is it supposed to look on the seat? Like, what time of day do you need to shoot? And then, what kind of rig is the camera on? Uh-oh, here we go. I-5 shenanigans. Brake lights, brake lights, brake lights, brake lights. There it is. Life is returning to normal. We are the virus? I don't know. It's like, look, Gina was pretty great in The Mandalorian. I like her character. You want to see where that's going. They were allegedly going to give her like a spin-off kind of thing, where you'd kind of go around the New Republic and kind of, try to pick up the pieces of what's left of the galactic civilization. That would have been great. Would have been cool. Rogue Jedis running around, all kinds of fun stuff. But that's not going to happen now. I mean, they're not going to reverse their decision now, right? So if she's committed to her decision to like go with, Daily Wire and go make other productions, here's the issue. The productions they're going to make are going to be, again, a form of cultural propaganda. Now, Disney makes cultural propaganda. So does Netflix. Basically, every media corporation is making some form of propaganda. Why? Because that's what people want. How weird is that, right? People want to be propagandized to. They want to have what they already believe reinforced to them, which I think I covered the other day on my own program, which was, I want exit. Where's my exit? There's my exit. People want to be told that they're right, or at least that they're not wrong, and be told that not only are they right, but that the other side, ideologically, philosophically, whatever, they're wrong and we're right. And we're going to win. So, there's a risk here. There's a risk for Miss Carano to... Wow, they fenced all that off so people can't, quote-unquote, get inside. They put a barbed wire and everything. Anyways, so they moved down here. Okay, progress of a sort, I suppose. No, really, like, they moved over here. There it is. I mean, look. It is what it is. Like, that's where they moved under here instead of being under the freeway. Okay. Good work, everyone. Anyway, back to talking about rich people who don't have these problems. No, there's a real risk of ending up in Hallmark movie. I'm just going to go ahead and take my right. Maybe I'll get a letter in the mail. Of ending up in Hallmark movie hell, where every film is not so subtly, a piece of basically like right-wing propaganda. Now, the leftists that control a lot of our media apparatus, they're able to, I don't know, it's not so overt until it is. Like, there are films and shows that really beat you over the head with their propaganda, their message, whatever that is, and however you feel about it. Sometimes it's more artfully written into the story than other, media. And I don't know, I feel like there's a real risk in terms of art, as a very failed artist, and again, a very failed filmmaker. I'm telling you that there's a real risk of sort of kettling, what am I trying to say? Of branding yourself as, the Daily Wire, like right-wing news. Now we're going to make movies. and then the movies are gonna what? not be right wing. Like your brand is going to influence your art, and then your politics is going to influence. Well, the politics of your brand are going to influence your creativity and productivity, and then you end up with like right-wing Hallmark action movies featuring Gina Carano, and if it's not good, it's not good. And even if the ideology behind it is what people agree with, it still doesn't make a film good. And making good art and good film specifically is really, really difficult. And it's easy to dial back your expectations so that you're like, oh no, it's amazing. Because maybe the cinematography is fine, but like, is the story fine? Is the dialogue fine? And is it overt, call it like overt propaganda? Like, is it clearly having an agenda, or is it a story? Maybe that's the lesson. Is it a good story? Tell a good story, guys. Hopefully I told you a good story right now. Probably not, but maybe. Alright, I'll talk to you guys probably next week. Bye.